I just got back from work. It was a really good day. I had a really nice interview at the end, but I'm just feeling really, I don't know if I'm tired or what is going on, but I just feel really off and a bit anxious and stuff. So I'm trying to decide what to do, if I should just chill, get an early night, if I should try and go out. Yeah, this might not be a very interesting video. Okay, this is not the best angle. I quite often start with lyrics, and this is a note that I've sort of been building through the day with different, you can't see because I promise there's stuff written on it. There you go. This is a note I've been building throughout the day, just certain phrases and things that came into my brain. So I'm gonna start off with these. I think there was a chord progression as well I was messing around with the other day. So normally I'm like starting from scratch with the music and stuff, but we're gonna try. So I'll literally just loop around the chords, which in this case is not like just looping them around. So now I know like kind of the theme, trying to see if it fits, which honestly it's not feeling super, that's not feeling right. This is the bit that I can never explain. I just have to mess around until I find what feels like the song. I can't explain it any more than that. I'm just checking if there's any more. Oh, I keep finding songs that I forgot existed. I want to see if I can. This is an old song that's sort of, I never finished. It's not super far away from what I'm thinking, so I'm going to try it out and then maybe sort of mesh it and rework it. Ah, that's why. Sometimes I have like the draft of a verse and then forget that I've rewritten the verse underneath. This isn't the best filing system, let's say. Something about this room is so familiar to me. Windows and the door. No, I can't remember it. Something about this room. Yeah, I remember why I abandoned the song, but D minor, F, A minor, can I remember the chord progression like the more? It sounds too similar to other stuff. So this is my other, what would you call it, treasure trove, where occasionally when I'm just messing around I'll find a chord progression that I love. There is multiple pages of just chord combos that I love. And then the rest of this book, this is where I love having tiny writing because you guys can't read this, so I can show you it. These are loads of lyrics and phrases that I haven't used yet, just because my notes app got so full. At one point I sorted through it, ditched all the rubbish ones, because trust me, there's still rubbish ones, and noted down ones I was like, oh, I want to save that for later because I can't use it now, like I haven't found the right place for it now, but it might work later. I hope this is interesting. You're now, you know when you haven't chatted to someone that much? You're sort of becoming my verbal diary at this point. I'm gonna disappear, work out the chords and like starting point, because then it'll move a bit swifter and be a bit more interesting. I just need to focus in on what I want this to be for now. So I'm gonna go do that and then come back. Ooh. Let me try sticking you here. No, because then you're not gonna see me. You know, this would be helped if I got my tripod out, but fits effort. Okay. We worked out... No, this is so much worse. We have worked out a chord progression and I found some pretty cool lines, if I may say so myself. I think I've found the first line, potentially. This is the chords. Quite simple. I let the flowers die and find what I do. A lot of songwriting is just singing gibberish, finding the right like melody and then working out what you're trying to say and how you can phrase that so it fits. So you just loop stuff over and over and over and over until you create something. I let the flowers die, never could hide what I feel. I let the flowers die. I let the flowers die. Too much on my mind. Keep them alive. Sometimes a little bit just comes to you, and that has happened with the pre-chorus, and I love it. So the pre-chorus we're very happy with. It's kind of at first split into two. I think it's almost there, we're sort of missing a line. I let the flowers die, too much on my mind, and never enough time. Why can't I sleep at night? I'm always so tired, but my eyes never shine. Never could hide my feelings, always need a second reason to give up on someone. My hopes are too high. There. That was me just seeing where I naturally went in terms of the chorus, but I haven't really worked out what the chords are going to be for the chorus. It definitely, I mean, it's kind of a technique that most pop songs do, that bit of an octave jump into the chorus, because it just creates a moment that builds. So it makes sense that that's naturally where we went, but I also quite liked the flow of that. I'm just trying to work out where we go with the chords, and also just like, this is where you kind of need to knuckle down and be like, okay, what is the heart of this song? Because there's two analogies that I've had multiple people use. One is like a roller coaster, and it has to be cohesive all the way through, like the ride makes sense the whole way through, but also you get like the verse, the main bit, and then you get the, you know what I'm trying to, the bit where it goes like and you do the slow ascent and the pre-chorus, and you build and you build and you build, and then the chorus needs to go sort of thing. That's not how they explained it. I can't think how they explained it, but it's that thing of like, the verse builds a picture and the context, and then the pre-chorus is the bridge that joins. It's difficult using the word bridge when you talk about songs, but anyway, the pre-chorus joins the verse to the chorus. So you need to think about, okay, where have we started in the verse? What has the pre-chorus then moved us on to, so that the chorus is like, reflects what the verses are saying, but also should be like the main meat feel like I'm just confusing myself and you and not using it, explaining it well. I sort of lost my thoughts there, but I hope that makes sense. Another trick you can do is like, which I'm not very good at these, I'm still learning. You think of like the beat, and if your verse is starting on the beat, so in this case it starts on I let the flowers die, too much on my mind. So it's on the 1, 3, 4. I let my flowers die. And then never could hide my feelings. That isn't on the 1. And what that creates is that like difference for the listener. And that's why sometimes songs feel like they flow better or keep you listening more, is having those little moments that just are a little bit of an earworm, and change the rhythm when the lyrics come in, so your brain doesn't feel like it's listening to the same thing over and over. So now I know that kind of songwriting science. I'll go back after what I've felt naturally, because I do think there's a lot of sense of like, you can apply these tools and use them, but often what just comes out is always gold in my experience. The best songs really are written in one go because it's just spilling out of you. But I tend to now just evaluate what I've come out with and see if I can improve it, if that makes sense. Whereas in the past I haven't really known to do that. I've just rolled with it and there's been weak moments. So yeah, that was a whole rant about, but in this case I've done it naturally. So it's I let the flowers die, too much on my mind, never enough time. Never could hide my feelings, always need a second reason to give up on someone. My hopes far too high. And I've done even better there because actually it starts before the beat. So you've got verse starting on the beat, pre-chorus starting, and what is it? Never could hide my feelings. It's on the 2. And then the chorus actually starting before 1. So it would be my hopes. I think it would be on the 4. But yeah, that's just a little bit of like technical in there, how I've developed in the past year or so, just trying to watch and collaborate and discover these things. Anyway, all that to say, I think I'm starting to get to the like grit of the song. This is like a really sad song. I'm just in that mental space apparently. But that thing of like when you have too high an expectation, or like, yeah, you put too much pressure and expectation on yourself and it kind of sets you up for disappointment, and you always want to think the best and be optimistic, but then you get caught out when you just get sort of stuck in this little like that sounds so... I'm gonna mess around with this chorus. We're still in a bit of a gibberish stage. I'm also trying to play left-footed pedal because my back's aching. Fun times. My voice isn't amazing, I am aware. Oh no, I'm gonna voice record this because the biggest mistake you can make is not voice recording. You will forget. Never could hide my feelings, always need a second reason to give up on someone. But my heart is little bit of gibberish, but then it's useful to like go back, listen to that voice recording so I can hear it rather than singing it, and see what I think. So I'm gonna do that. I don't hate it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I did try something out on the second verse, which is something I've learned, is when you're like trying to get a line to work and you sort of know what you want to say, switching the words around and like rephrasing it so it's not in the usual order. For example, the other day I was helping write a song and they wanted to say like at the foot of the mountain, like, you know, mountains are such an analogy for a challenge and stuff, and when you're at the bottom of the mountain and you're looking at it, instead of just saying at the foot of the mountain, just swapping the words at the mountain's foot. Such a difference. Like, we then loved the line because it also worked with like having a near rhyme with what was then the end of the line, and that was such a moment for me of like, when you're stuck on a line, just try moving the order of the words around, because I feel like that's something that I love in like folklore and evermore. Like, that's why lyrically it feels so strong and so beautiful, and like poetry is, it's less speech and more poetry, and it's so simple. What I was saying was, but my eyes never shut, and it just felt, I don't think you have to rhyme lines, but the way it's been writing, eyes was a much more satisfying finish than shut. But before I'd been going, my eyes shut, blah blah blah, and just trying that time like, but I never shut my eyes. Literally just swapped it around and it just flows a bit nicer. I'm not sure that will be the final lyric, but why am I using my hands so much? I really like the pre-chorus, and I think that's why I'm just like iffy about the chorus. I want it to be good. I seem to always reach this point where I'm just stuck on one line and it's so frustrating, but sometimes I need to like leave it as I don't know, and then I'll listen back to it tomorrow and it'll come to my brain, or like during the night or something. I feel like this is now enough of a segment, so I'm just going to play what we have, which is verse, pre-chorus, chorus. And then I might wake up tomorrow and hate the whole thing, just being honest. So I'm gonna listen back to it tomorrow, and who knows, I might end up finishing it. It might just be a draft. I let the flowers die, too much on my mind, and never enough time. I sleep at night, I'm always so tired, scared to close my eyes. Never could hide my feelings, always need a second reason to give up on someone. My heart is running low, almost out. Watch the ivy grow, let the world move on. I stood still too long. I stood still too long. Let me know what you think and if I should finish it. I think we're going to call it a night here, because that actually should be a lot of content. I will see you on the flip side.